know. I did not forget about the reading I was supposed to do yesterday regarding this inevitable, unstoppable union that has been formed and birthed out of a lot of obstacles and a lot of betrayals. So it's delayed, okay? I'm delaying the reading. And in this case, sometimes it's because, you know, whoever these collective unions are that's coming together, there has been a lot of dark involvement to ensure, to try to cause issues and stagnations and problems for these unions. And so I was super excited about it because I got the download and got the message and the song. And so I was like, oh, I'm going to do a reading. And so it's delayed. That one, I delayed the reading. I'm guided to delay the reading on the Unstoppable Inevitable Union. Okay. Once again, I'm starting to learn like some things, you know, I'll get ahead and be excited. And they're like, nah, let's wait for it. That was just for you. That was just for you. And the collectives of you out there, you're already getting those messages as well. So you know what you need to know, divine feminine, divine masculines, you know what you need to know. You guys know that you all are in this transitional process and that a lot needs to be on hush because you have, you know, dark practitioners, weirdos, covens, groups, exes from Texas, you know, from wherever, bitch, you know, it just rhymes. That's why I say that. So that reading is on delay. I did not forget. Okay. This reading is about, I think I put in the title, you know, it's, you know, backstabbing, you know, hypocrites or something like that. Divine Feminine knows. And I think that the clip that I used, the picture, was basically about friends and family and people you've dated. Okay. And so this is going to get something that this could be past energy for some of you because my readings are timeless. So this is going to apply whenever you end up clicking on this video. And it depends on your storyline and where you are in the process of the storyline, right? Collective reading. So past, present, and or future. Most of you, it may be the past, okay? And you know, figured it all out, okay? So these individuals, it was fake concern. It was always designed this way. The abuse, the mistreatment, it was always designed this way. It was designed to traumatize you, but it was equally designed to make you look a certain way to the world. The mass majority of the world is brainwashed and lazy. Okay, sorry if that's insulting, but it's the truth. They're brainwashed and they're lazy, meaning, you know, it's easier to believe the status quo than to believe that a person could have been stalked and harassed and bullied by their own family, okay, or those they grew up with, those that they were closest to, people who had access, right, and information and so forth. It's easier to believe the person surely is crazy. Surely they're mentally ill. So abuse happens to create niggles and issues, but these abuses happens in secret so that, once again, the world has no knowledge about it. For all intents and purposes, the world only sees them as somebody that's helping you out. But the helping you out was a trap to hurt you and to have access to your energy, to take a picture with you so they can send it to the weirdo distorted group and so that they can do their abracadabra, hocus pocus, boom, pound, boom, bang, boom. Yeah, they thought I didn't know, but I kind of do. So, but again, I'm trying to get the world to see for all intents and purposes to everyone else. This looked like a doiting family member. This looks like somebody that's, you know, always supportive and always helpful and always friendly and always concerned. Collective, you found out that your family, first and foremost, they never respected you. They never really knew you, number one. They think they do. But they never respected you, and they always thought that they were better than. At the same time, thinking that they were better than, they were jealous. Isn't that interesting? So you didn't really know how far and deep it really went, right? They never really, they wasn't feeling you. They could have been haters from the beginning, hating your spiritual path. Because some of them, see, they ain't going to tell you, these people ain't going to say this shit now. Okay, I'm going to tell you right now, that they ain't going to go there. They were good and plenty on trying to exploit your youth, divine feminine. They were good and plenty on exploiting your failures, your failings, your downfalls, your mistakes, while cleverly hiding their own. So that's why hypocrites is in the title. Because, again, they were backstabbing hypocrites because they were trash. Yeah, I said that because it's the truth. See, we're not talking about the acts, the personas that they perform. We're not talking about their social media post. We're not talking about that. We're talking about what the truth is. Off camera. And away from those that they're trying to impress and convince that there's something that in which they're really not. Okay. So let's get into the reading. These people crazy made you, divine feminine. They abused you and your children behind the scene. They intruded your privacy. When you tried having relationships with these people, it was fake. They were never real. It was never organic. It was never authentic. It was just in the name of having proximity to you on their side, having access to you, been able to know things, been able to pop up, been able to sabotage, been able to steal. That's what it was all about. Okay, that's why nothing could ever really be cultivated. When you asked, how come I can't really have a real, sincere relationship with these people? That's why. It wasn't for a lack of trying. It wasn't for a lack. It was, they didn't want that. Okay. And they got off on being, these are sadists. They're sadists classified as Christians. Yep, I said that too. They're gossiping sadists, gossiping so-called Christians that are backstabbing, thieving, greedy hypocrites. Okay? So, like I said, you're brilliant. You always have been. The older generation in your family, they know that. This is why they always want access to you. They know you're brilliant. They know you're gifted. Again, this is why they've hoovered your life. This is why they've always nosing around. This is why they're always stalking. This is why they're always trying to figure your things out, because they know that. They know that you are in an alignment, that you have some kind of gift, and yet and still, they projected their mental illness onto you and your children. They projected their craziness onto you and your children while simultaneously trying to morph into your energy, stealing your creativity, stealing your ideas, while trying to crazy make you to the world. You are being lied to and stolen from as long as you were dealing with your friends and family in this reading. And the people that you dated, while, you know, certain people that you've dated were hired by your distorted family that are involved with some very toxic, dark web, secret society, culty groups that they keep away from certain people, except for the ones that are involved with it, with them. Okay. So they saw and understood, feminine, with this card here, that you were determined to create your best life. Okay, that at some point you became determined to create your best life with or without family, with or without these masculines, that you were determined to create justice for yourself, to create and find a way, whether or not people liked you, whether they saw the worth and value in you and ever respected you, in any of those things. Okay. So as a result, some of them were responsible for a car repossession in the past. And you're going to figure that out because you were going through challenges due to the challenges that they created for you. And as they were to come on some of you all social medias, that those of you that are content creators, they would come in and say, oh, where's your vehicle? Like they were so stupid. Like, to be so smart, they were so dumb. They gave themselves away along the way, right? And so they didn't like that you had these liberties and freedoms and so forth, separate from them, their control, and separate from something that they could say they had a hand in. Okay? And this is why they wanted you in proximity, so that they could pop up and have unexpected visits without you knowing. So this is why some of them even offered help, because it was a plot from the beginning. Okay. Feminine, again, your determination is here. You are being lied to and stolen from. This reading is going to talk about what took place with that. But I'm hoping that it helps the world to understand or to see the disgusting nature here. These people began to get worried with the Seven of Pentacles here, hoping and wishing and praying on your downfall and making plans. Okay, they started to worry that you were going somewhere and getting your hopes and goals and dreams and aspirations. So they started to hope against that. And these people with this Two of Wands here in the reverse, like, they cannot stand to see you happy. You realize, like, these people can't stand to see you happy. They started worrying, Divine Feminine, that you were investing in yourself, that your ships were coming in, that you were healing with the star energy, Three of Wands. And so they started making plans pop up. They were reasons why some of you all's cars got repoed years ago. When I say reason, I mean they were creating challenges for you, but they wanted to follow you around and contact certain people because they did not like, listen, these people did not like you all having liberties and freedoms and independence that they don't have a hand in, that they couldn't take credit for. They needed something to talk about. Okay, so let's get it. Let's go ahead and get into this read here. Okay, two-faced, backstabbing, hypocrites. Okay, fake concern. The title, I think that I have, what did I put in the title or the hashtag? or the thumbnail. This is where you all learn, like, it's not okay. I think I posed a question on like a little text on several platforms. What do you all think and feel about people that you're dating and your friends and family members talking about you? People that you're dating and your friends and family members discussing you behind your back. Discussing private information, plotting and scheming, but acting as if they don't know each other. Do you all feel like that's okay under any circumstances? Why or why not? Because see, in this reading, this is exactly what has taken place. These are family members that have crossed the lines and the boundaries of the collective time after time. Okay? Via social media, via using whatever their networks and connections were. Okay? And, you know, it's not entirely the friends and family's fault, collective, and I think you all know that. Because again, if you were dealing with integral people, they wouldn't have fell for the okie doke either. But some of these people were offered by, like I said, your distorted family that's a part of some dark web, some, you know, real, you know, toxic shit. Okay? And they contact people, and these people, whether this is managers, bosses, you know, your exes, they start DMing people. This is why you all need to be mindful here in social media, content creators, spiritualists, all of you. Just because you get an inbox from somebody, be mindful. We have lunatic-y energies out here. We need to not pretend like we don't know that people be on bullshit. And before you get your happy ass on a bandwagon, it's going to serve you, first and foremost, to remind yourself of what you're here for in your life. Okay? But outside of that, it's going to serve you to do your own due diligence. And, you know, if you say you so in alignment and then, okay, then to tap in, bitch, nigga, okay? Because some of you are being bamboozled and tricked and getting your ass involved in some shit that's going to cost you your little shit, okay? Okay. Now, I'm just saying that's word to the wise, nigga. That's word to the wise. Shit. I'm trying to help y'all out. I'm like, y'all falling for the okie doke. These lunatics DMing you. This is exactly what the collective went through here. This is a part of how these people, their family, infiltrated their lives. Calling people. They have no business invading the privacy. But they did it under the guise of concern. Right? And it's not okay either way. That's still disrespectful. Especially if it's hidden. And if these are people that are your lovers collective. Okay, it's disrespectful for them to keep that from you and then smile at your face and fuck you. That's disrespectful. They're not on your team. They're not for you. Okay? They're working for the family members. Okay? All right. You know this now, so let's get it. What happened here? I'm just going to highlight, it says a karmic mate says, if you leave or tell divine feminine anything, I will expose your secret. So this is one of the karmic mates of a masculine. that allow themselves to get entangled with Divine Feminine's family. This energy told these masculines that if they were to leave, or if they tell Divine Feminine, that they was going to expose their secret. So let's see what that is. Yep, family. Look at pop-up, spontaneous, unexpected surprise visit, family, blood ties, inner circle. So they were saying that they're going to tell his involvement with the bullshit. Maybe they were going to tell, you know, they fucked somebody in the family. They were going to tell whatever they were talking about the collective to this family. With family coming out at the bottom of the deck. Now, what's funny is it's a bluff. Hindsight 2020, I'm almost willing to bet my bottom dollar that these masculines know that now. That's a bluff. You know why it's a bluff? These degenerates ain't trying to be found out. Okay, look, let me help y'all. I know I like to clown and make people laugh and shit, but I want y'all to just get this shit practical. The card says, karmic mate to masculine. If you leave or tell Divine Feminine anything, I will expose your secret. That's what the card says, right? Now let's sit with that, ponder it. Because we're talking about family now. This is family. The implication is his involvement with the family, whether it is he fucked somebody, whether it was he was hired, whether it was he was talking about the collective, whatever the case may be, it's family. This is a bluff. They're more scared of feminine than he is. These people are sociopaths. They have no desire to be found out. They have their image and their reputation is everything to these people. It's like currency. It's like money. They not finna go tell no Divine Feminine no shit, because for Divine Feminine to put their ass on blast, nigga, they scared of her. It was a bluff. It was a bluff, child. It was a bluff. It was to keep these masculines constrained from liberating themselves, from taking responsibility. Okay, so let's see here. Yeah, the games. Look at Five of Swords. I told you, the Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This is low vibrational energy. Yeah, that they were working against the happiness of Divine Feminine, that they were playing games, that they were stealing. Yeah, Page of Cups, gossiping, doing spells. And look at this one, he was supposed to be here. This ain't even supposed to be in this deck. Five of Swords and Page of Cups. Lying, gossiping, talking about the collective, possibly even the collective's children. Divine Feminine. Doing spells on the collective's children, or, you know, they paid them to do spells on the collective children, because if this person was a weirdo, you know, a weirdo wizard. Yeah, 2 or more people was discussing and planning to, yeah, that this was a plan. bounty hunting, that this was a plan, that they were a part of the plan to attack, to lie, to gossip, to, you know, yeah, family, that they were a part of it. Yep, mental prison and confined, that they were a part of trying to play head games with you, collective, that this was a plan. Five of Swords, mental attacks, attacking your children, trying to create tragedy. Yes, sir. Physical assault, energetic assault. If they were some dark wizard niggas, it was a part of some dark wizard nigga groups. Oh, I'm gonna have fun with them motherfuckers. I'm gonna have fun with them. Vegas. Oh, Vegas. Remember me, nigga? Remember me? Yeah. Hiding some kind of truth. Yeah. That they were a part of. They could have blackmailed them to, yeah, they lose lust. They could have blackmailed them or bullied them to keep attacking you all here, or some shit. Archangel Michael negotiating, denial. These people. Child. Hypocrites. Hypocrites. Fake. This one even supposed to be here, so let me get one more. Magnetic. Ascension. Desire. They knew that you're on an ascension, so they were trying to lock you down, trap you up, get you stuck in your head using lust, and then to ghost you and be done with you. To make you in some kind of mental prison. For some of you, they were a part of the whole trap, you know, with the, you know, financial support and all of that, to try to cause you to be obsessed. Yeah. Because these people played on your trauma wounds. Like I said, that's why family is usually, people don't be believing it, but your family is going to be the ones who know most about that. It's not going to be a stranger. And the family by way of the dark web and these groups and cults. Okay? This is how, because they're going to be the ones who know the most from the beginning. And so that is then going to be something factored into the strategies in which they're using while you're on the path of healing, because you're not already, you know, you're dealing with all that. So while you're on that, they use these things to get you caught up in cycles so that these plans Yep. Can't stand to see you happy. Let's see. Fake concern. These motherfuckers ain't concerned. They never have been. It was all a setup. No, and they wasn't concerned about their nephew or their grandson or their cousin. It was all a setup. They don't care. They was a part of the torture on him. They were a part of the abuse. meeting. What took place here? Meeting. Meeting. Queen of Cups in the reverse. This is your mother and mother figure. And it was also a meeting to basically emotionally abuse you. And studies show that emotional abuse, the body responds to emotional abuse the same way physical abuse because the mind doesn't know the difference between the two. So it has the same effect as physical abuse or trauma. So it was a meeting to cause emotional abuse on you by your mother and a mother figure. It was a meeting to manipulate your emotions. Lockdown, mental prison. To affect major changes in a negative way. Okay, so to make you feel locked down of why you keep going through losses, why you kept losing people, why you kept being betrayed, why you kept being brokenhearted, you know, why you were going through. This was supposed to put you in some kind of mental prison with the Ace of Cups coming in the reverse. Also, they were trying to entrap you in some kind of energy like you were not a good mother or something like that. It was a meeting to create some emotional instability. Did you hear it? To create it. See, somebody's going to catch you one day. I said create it because, see, it wasn't that it was so automatically. No, it was a meeting to create it. And how do you do that? Abuse. Manipulate someone's world. That's how you do that. Okay. So that's what this meeting. We're going to emotionally abuse them. We're going to manipulate them. We're going to, you know, make them feel imprisoned and confined, get them in confinement, then, you know, cause them to feel locked down, cause losses, pay people to create losses. What is Ascension? Nine of Swords. Oh, it was coming in the reverse. This is a twin flame. It says a divine masculine here. It says way too many negative energies around him in the reverse. So this is one of the main players that they used. Child, on some ascension path to get you feeling some kind of way. Oh, child, this is getting interesting. And he got demoted. This is a masculine that got spiritually demoted. Damn. Boom. 7 of Wands. Spirit. So they were attacking you with these people, with your family. They tricked him, though. These motherfuckers is bluffing. They scared of divine feminine. They ain't gonna say shit. They're sociopaths. They have no interest in being seen as what they are. So I promise you, they would have been the last ones to come to divine feminine. The last ones. They don't want her to kill them. And they know that she can. Spiritually demoted, too many violations. Child. So this person was attacking you and attacking you and attacking you in your sleep. And this is a part of what they were saying that they was going to expose, that this was all a plan. Okay, and also whatever they was doing to, not only to break your heart or to trip you up, but if they did any weird shit to your children. Oh yeah, and then people wonder, what's happening to the, yes, nigga, you will lose. I really recommend you tell your horrors too. It's wisdom to let them know, so that way they can understand. So they can understand why. And why can't I have no baby, bitch? I recommend you tell them the truth so they can understand. See, when you're a part of a dark web and you're a part of, some kind of weirdo group and you into weird shit and you did some weird shit to a divine feminine and her kid, you can bet your bottom dollar your kid's gonna get dealt with. You can bet your goddamn bottom motherfucking dollar. So before they come looking for divine feminine, only to create further hell for themselves, I highly recommend you tell them the truth. We're going through this because I'm a sorry nigga. We're going through this because I was stupid enough to put my hands energetically with her low-life family. I was stupid enough to participate in that over and over and over again. So we losing babies, honey. This is why we losing babies. We're losing babies. You can't have a baby. You can't, what's happening here? I touched her kid. The universe requires balance. I tortured a man that has the mind of a child and innocent and gifted because of their retarded family. And took delight with my narcissism as I came over to Divine Feminine's little shoebox apartment back in the days. And then they went to get some pizza, and then the kid went in there vomiting. I know all too well about you retards. Your little groups. And I'm going to have a good old time watching the demise. Because this was for what? What was it for? See, Divine Feminine, what was all this for? Ego. Ego. You ain't did nothing to these scallywags except for not let them push you around. You ain't did nothing to these people except for stand up for yourself. You ain't did nothing to these people except for go on with your life and say sayonara, nigga, bitch. You ain't did nothing to these people. Except for do you, right? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now, what's the funny thing is, fast forward, what ends up happening to you, feminine, though you did get on some kind of ascension and dealt with this energy in some kind of way, you realize people couldn't stand to see you happy. So you did turn your back, ascension. You turned your back on these men as well as these family members because you saw like something's wrong with these people. It's something wrong, bitch. I don't care if I don't have all the answers yet. What I do know is something wrong with these hoes. That's what I know. Nigga, that's what I know, nigga. That's what I know, nigga. By way of my personal experience. Fuck what you own and fuck what they telling you. You don't know shit. Yes, sir. Okay. Your mother, I told you, it was your mother and a mother figure told you that this was a meeting. I'm telling you, it says Divine Feminine's mother ain't shit. Ain't no good, and she sure the fuck ain't. She ain't shit. I'm saying, she ain't shit. With her ain't shit daughter. And they ain't shit group. Ain't shit. stealing from you. Nine of Pentacles. See, you're independent and you went on an ascension. It says divine feminine have supportive energy surrounding you. So once again, they started seeing that you were on an ascension and you started getting some kind of supportive energy, but this is also independence and self-made. You went on some kind of path and created something for yourself. And so this is, again, this amps up the concern they suddenly get into. Bitch, where was you at, niggas? This is why it's exposing all they hate hoe asses. All of them, bitch. It's exposing all they skanky ass. Concern, bitch? Concern? You ain't concerned about your goddamn grandson, bitch. You're a part of the abuse on your grandson, bitch. You're full of shit. You miss him, all right? Miss him for your insidious, sadistic, weirdy ass, codependent ass ways. You'll never see him. Ever. You gonna die without laying eyes on him. Ever again. You hear me? And you keep bringing your whole ass in his energy. I'm gonna fuck some shit up good and plenty. More than I already have. Ain't shit ass. She ain't shit. Six of Pentacles. She did not, these are the energies that were taking from you. They didn't want you to have reciprocity. They stole from you and your children. Okay. And so this is why they're concerned as you move on in independence in your business. All of a sudden, they're inboxing people. All of a sudden, you don't do that. Under no circumstances is that okay, especially if it's being kept from the individuals. What's happening and what's going on. You don't do that. You don't participate in it. You don't co-sign it. You don't cover up. Listen, Divine Feminine has had, over the years, she's had people come to her, including family. Okay, I'm going to help you out. Including family. And they would talk to her about their crazy mother. And they would come to her and say, Mom, they did this and that. How, she stole or she used my credit or whatever shenanigans of the week, bitch, or the month, And guess what? Divine Feminine did not co-sign any of the shenanigans of the mother. She didn't downplay it. She didn't pretend like, no, she wouldn't do that. She didn't go there because you know what? At the end of the day, she knew. So she would, hear and go, hey, and she didn't give no weirdy advice and, try to guilt people into, your mother and she didn't try that shit. And that shit, your aunt, and that shit, she didn't try that shit. She called a spade, nigga. She knew what the reality was. And so she wasn't fixing to gaslight a motherfucker on a phone, pretending like she don't know what the fuck. You know what I'm saying? See, that's what I call integrity. That's what I call justice. That's what I call decent and fair and right. Like, no, I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to act like you tripping as you come to me, because I know this whole nigga, because I know she's a thief and lying hoe. I'm not finna sit here and pretend like I don't know that. While you're seeking to be heard and understood and troubled by their thieving, low-down, dirty, scoundrel-ass ways. Yet these are the same people who betrayed divine feminine. They're also on the list. Now back to the reading. I told you. 5 of Cups. They didn't think that you would see this, collective. They wanted you into some kind of depression, some kind of endless state of depression, so that they can say you're depressed. Do you see that? Remember, we're talking about the fake concern here, about your welfare. So they participated in a bunch of shit, and to make it seem like you're just depressed because you're just going through a lot of shit, little do people know it's because of them. Bitch, it ain't because the collective went to Texas, bitch. Y'all whole asses has been doing shit for that nigga. And you was involved in that shit. Authority, housing authority, and everybody else that's involved will be getting their ass chewed the fuck up along with you. Understood? Back to the reading. Crazy asses. We can say, concern. No, you ain't whore. No, you're not. Ain't nobody told them to move to Texas. What was the option? Weirdo. Come be with y'all. Yeah, that was the plan. So you can have closer proximity to finish off your fuckery. Fuck you. No. Kiss my ass. Collective, you all saw more than what they thought you saw. It says, divine feminine sees more than folks think she does. So they were doing a lot of manipulative, gaslighty stuff to create illusion, but you knew something. You're walking karma. They getting their ass fucked up. They didn't think that they would ever, some of them are still in delusion, because they're not putting together the puzzles as to why hell on earth has manifested in full effect, bitch. You know what I'm saying? They still delulu. But others are starting to get it. Like, yeah, you're walking karma. It's hell on earth. Hell on earth for these sons of bitches. For trying to create mental illness, depression, and, you know, invading your privacy and just disrespectful in every sense of the word, yet they felt entitled to your respect. That's why y'all like, fuck you and fuck you and fuck you. Don't come at me with no fucking respect. You don't respect me. If you did, your skanky ass wouldn't have been doing the shit that you was doing. So don't come at me with I'm yo this and I'm yo that. Yeah, exactly. You should have been the last one attempting to do any kind of harm or disruption to my life or my son. So fuck you. And the demons that's you're possessed by. And your raggedy ass coven. Tell them I said fuck them too. And they next. Some of them already died. Now, shit, we doing that. We doing that. We doing that. We doing that. Look, this deck's got 2 Queen of Cups in reverse, which is, well, 2 Queen of Cups. It's the exact same deck, which is weird. They're both in the reverse. This tells me once again, There was two feminine, toxic karmic women that were meeting with people and meeting with these masculines to do this shit to you. Meeting with this cult, this weird wizard group or whatever the fuck. I want all that. Las Vegas! Remember me? Remember me? I'm coming for you. Oh, don't you feel my energy there? I'm sure you do. I'm sure you do. I'm gonna have fun with you. Yeah, divine masculine is a warrior. Spells make him what? Oh boy, so we fast forward and something could have happened. If you fast forward, he ends up cutting them off. He ends up cutting them off. They could have in this, ooh, I see all the tricks here. All of the delusions and tricks. They tried to switch it like the feminine was the karmic. I know what happened. That's what karmics do though. They try to take on the persona. But as you all grow and move on, you're going to catch this stuff a lot easier. Divine energies aren't going to be recruiting. They're not going to be instigating and kind of like ebbing you on to be dishonorable. Okay, they're not going to do it. They're going to say, you know, do what's just and right and fair, you know, stand up for truth, speak it, put a boundary. They're going to say, you know, check your own energy, make sure you're operating in integrity, because if you're not, then you need to be looking at you and not them. Like, that's divinity. They ain't gonna be telling you to stalk some lady and her disabled son, nigga. Like, you special needs, nigga. You need a help. Like, they're not going to be no divine nothing. You hear me? They ain't gonna tell you to do some ritual work, nigga, on somebody that didn't do nothing to you, some nefarious shit. That was the alert that you possibly are mentally ill and the bitches you're working with. It should have been a ding, 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 ding. We fucked up motherfuckers.com, nigga. Like, shit. We're low lives. Low lives are us, bitch. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Look at this. Queen of Wands. And hear that hoe. New masculine has codependent, toxic. Oh, we got another masculine here. So we got two masculines. One of the cards that said twin flame. Now that, okay, has a codependent, toxic dynamic with his family. So now, but it's going into the reverse. Divine feminine's father ain't shit. Oh boy. Because that's what the card says. Divine feminine's father ain't shit. Damn. Who this? Hold on. Oh, this ain't supposed to be in here. This goes to another deck. But hell, maybe it's supposed to be. Child. Some Queen of Wands, some fire sign energy here. Collective, y'all could have regretted fucking with these fire signs. Your parents, these people could be fire signs. Yeah, because they could have been also fuck because they've been following you around, acting like it's right here. Again, it's never okay. Unless, listen, I'm going to tell you right now, as I'm moving forward and putting myself out there in life and doing the things I'm doing, I have an approach. I wish somebody would inbox me, bitch. I'm waiting. I wish somebody would, nigga, DM me trying to tell me something about motherfucker I'm dating. I'm waiting for it. I wish. You know why? Because the lessons that I've learned is like, you got to show up for yourself and show up for your relationships, even if there could be truth. The bottom line is integrity. Do you want someone doing that to you and not informing you? And the answer is an easy answer. It's no. So if somebody came at me, you know what I'm gonna do first? I'm gonna respond. I'm like, and who are you? Who are you? And if they come at me, oh, this masculine's mama, his auntie, his cousin, his sister, his whatever. I'm like, okay, and do he know you talking to me? See, I ain't finna play that. I'm not even going there. I'm like, is he aware? As soon as they say no with their story, well, no, because we're concerned, we're not talking, they're mentally ill, and we just thought, it was our responsibility, really. And where have you been in their life? Because see, I don't know you. You just somebody, bitch, that just I don't know you, bitch. I don't know you. I don't know you, nigga. So you concerned? All right, so hold on one second. What's your phone number? Okay, did you said you concerned? Oh, okay. Is it something you want to talk to me about? Yeah, okay, good. And I'll roll with that, but then I'm gonna have a punch. There's gonna be a punch. I'm gonna have a surprise for him. And I'll be like, fine, okay, hold on. I'm getting off. I ain't gonna say nothing. I ain't finna tell them because I want to see how the stuttering and the coughing. See, I want to be able to view shit for myself. So I'm gonna be like, okay, boom, and then I'm gonna put them on hold. Like, tell them, hold on, I gotta put them on hold, but and boom, bitch. Then I'm gonna call the man that I'm dealing with. I'm gonna call the man, be like, hey, your people is on the other line. I'm a conference you in because I'm a conference you in. Boom, click, boom, put the three. I'm be like, okay, I'm back. And then I'm gonna have them, before I even say that the man's on the phone, I'm gonna have them start telling me, their concern about the mental health of the man. Their concern about his choices and whatever it is they feel like they just need to tell me so badly. I'm gonna let them do it. And then I'm gonna go, hey, hon, babe, you here? You still here? Ah, pa, nigga. Cause somebody say God. And chances are what's gonna happen is one of a couple of things. They gonna hang up the phone because they didn't expect that. They don't know what to say. They were not prepared for that. Or they gonna stutter through it or some shit. But this is when you're gonna be able to collect them. Then you're gonna be able to sit back and watch. You're gonna be able to see how your person responds, so you can vibe off, see what they rolling in, right? So you're gonna fill out their little shit, and you're gonna get to fill out the shit of the family, the so-called concerned family member that just so happened to be on your social media. Just so happened to be inboxing you that you don't know this hoe and this nigga from Adam. Now, that's extra, okay? That's a strategy moving forward. And guess what? And that's how you deal with this kind of shit. If your integrity, you may not know for sure, because the reality is, okay, well, maybe they are mentally ill. Okay, but this is going to be an integral way to kind of feel something out. An integral way. Okay, if there's any truth to it, let's see how this play out. Because I'm not into that back and forth, that sneaky, slithery. I'm not into that. Okay, if you're so sincere as you're acting like, and you're so concerned, then it's not about you preserving somebody from being mad at you. So I'm gonna sit here and see how this plays out her. I want to see what my person says. I want to see if they go, are you kidding me? Or if, I want to see the words that they say after hearing their own family member say the things that they're saying. Okay? Boom. Okay. So, Four of Pentacles, Divine Feminine rises above the foolishness. So these people kept plotting games here to keep some kind of power and control over you, or to hold you back, or to try to keep you in some kind of a negative vibe. To drain your energy, to take from you. Yeah. They did shit to get people to hold back from you, hold things from you, truths. Yeah. Attack your children. So they were attacking you and your children from being able to heal. It says Divine Feminine and children healing from cold-hearted folks. Yeah. And as you all were healing, they started, sending more negative energy to you with this Five of Pentacles. They started sending energy to a new masculine. Okay. People could have started inboxing and collabing with other people to get this new masculine under some spells here, to get him to steal or to cut Divine Feminine out, or to force her to cut him out. They went to another toxic group. They found another toxic group. So these people were working with multiple toxic organizations. Okay. Yeah, Ten of Wands is coming in the reverse. Clones. These people are clones. They want to clone and be Divine Feminine. And this is why they're creating all these burdens. Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, ops. This is why they were trying to attack her development, steal her development, and block her from working. It was ops. People who want to basically destiny swap. Ten of Wands, clones, shaking my head. Ops will lose everything that matters in this lifetime. So what happens is these people lost something from one group, toxic group, and so they started recruiting others. Divine Feminine. That's exactly what happened here. They lost dealing with one toxic group, possibly Vegas group. So then they start collabing with Texas, nigga. They start get their ass. You're next. In fact, some of you are already dropping. You don't come from my life and think I'm gonna let you slide, because I'm not. I'm not. I'm not. Don't care, don't matter. It don't matter how long it takes. I'm not. Y'all can drive in circles, and I'm going to smile and possibly do a little dance for you and tell you, get ready, sucker. Your death is on the horizon. It is to be determined, nigga. It's to be determined, bitch. But first, we're going to start with what matters most. There you go. Oh, this pissed them off. Divine Feminine is in mastery. She shall succeed in this carnation. So this is why they keep trying to cause confusion, blockages, and imbalances. So you keep balancing out. They keep trying to get you back into another timeline. They keep trying to, to get you to, this is weird. They think, a lot of these people thought that by way of creating blockages or confusion, that it would force you, okay? Because once again, this could have been what your earlier stages of ascension. Now you wouldn't fuck with people with a 10-foot pole. Now you wouldn't, you ain't going to family. Like now you're like, oh hell no. Cause see, I don't want to go to jail. Cause that's what the fuck gonna happen, bitch. I ain't trying to go to jail behind your whole ass. That's why I can't fuck with you, cause I will kill you. I can't fuck with you. Cannot. I cannot. I can't. Because at this phase of the game in life, I ain't taking no prisoners. No retreat, no surrender. I ain't taking no prisoners. I will take you the fuck out of here. And get away with it. So the best thing is that I keep on my healing journey and straight the fuck away from my fuckers. That I know this some foul shit to me and my son, it's highly recommended. It's highly recommended that we keep several states in between. Because somebody say night-night, bitch. Because we do know people who be with, See, that's what they don't know. That's what they don't know. And we're going to keep it like that. Some people, unfortunately, low vibrational people, they don't understand evolution. They don't understand ascension or expanded consciousness. All they understand is survival. And so the only language that they're able to even compute and comprehend is ass whooping. Is ass whooping and bankruptcy. Anything that's going to affect their stability, their livelihood, their fanciful living, anything that's going to affect their physicality, their youthful appearance, and the things that matters to them. That's the only language they understand. They don't understand, well, is that just? Is that ethical? Is that fair? Is that balanced? Is that, no, they don't understand that. They understand ass sore. Okay, they understand beat down. They understand that shit, nigga. They understand that shit, nigga. When them bankruptcies started to creep up, when the unexpected expenses after they just got a promotion seem to swallow up how they got promoted. They understand that. They understand little Susie seizuring for no reason. They understand that. They understand that. They under the fuck stand that. Sucker. Yeah, they got demoted. 7 of Wands. Blocked. They were attacking you over and 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 over. They were also trying to create violations. You know what they were doing to try to create violations for you in TikTok. TikTok is on my list. This is going to be fun to watch as well. Your family, damn. I couldn't, damn, the card says, motherfucker, it says 10 of Swords, family of liars and thieves. 10 of Swords means that people have betrayed you. Oh, it wasn't one betrayal. It means that they have betrayed you over and over and over again. This could have been 10 plus people, 10 cycles, 10 months, 10 years, in October, you know what I'm saying? This is about the Wheel of Fortune. So they were behind the misfortune. You skanky ass family. Trash bag motherfuckers. Trash and skin suits. 2 of Cups here. They were a part of a new masculine that was in love with you. They did, my God, they're afraid of y'all feminine. I don't know what this obsession is. I'm sorry, I don't get it. These motherfuckers are so scared of you having a love. Weird. It's fucking weird. They're so afraid of that. Divine Feminine, family getting back, karma. So they did something to get out of some karma or to dump, to swap and dump something by way of getting to your new masculines. Okay, this is something that they did in the past. So like, every time they ass start getting chewed up, and every time it's like, I bet you there's been groups that have failed over and over again, different ones. And all they do is go look for other ones because they don't care about the lives they don't care. They don't care about the TikTok hoes and niggas that's fencing to end up suffering some shit, bitch, because they stupid. They don't care. They do not care. Because they're bitter. They're done. They fucked their lives over and they got 1 foot in, nigga. They got 1 foot in. And 1 foot for me is they got 1 foot in the grave. They're on their way. They're done. And they know it. They got 1 foot in, baby. 1 foot in, baby. 1 foot in. Yeah, every time, like there's some kind of major change in a positive way. So what they do is some of these masculines that be on their way to healing and shit. This has kind of been these hoes patterns, these fucked up, toxic, crazy, retarded ass groups. Every time they know, because some of these men, because of Divine Feminine, because of coming in contact with her, once she's gone, everything changes forever. So some of them end up coming into some kind of healing or essential like, bitch, something wrong, bitch. And they start making some changes. They start rejecting these people. They stop seeking attention. They stop, taking their offers. They stop working against the Divine Feminine even. Because, like I said, because with this karmic mate here saying that they were going to tell on masculine his involvement, because that's essentially what they're saying. So these men, some of them, not all of them, some of them still retarded. Okay, he short yellow bus, helmet. Others, they be like, nah. They start growing up. Like, this is crazy. It's crazy. This is why my life is what it is right now. I'm going to do this right now because I was fucking with these motherfuckers. This is why this is happening. This is why I can't find no lasting happiness, bitch. This is why you can't have no kid. And whoa, bitch. And because I was saying, we ain't doing that. We is not doing that no more. This lady didn't deserve that. This child, her child. These niggas is on drugs, nigga. We was crazy, bitch. And this is why my life is what it is. I am done. And so they then, like I said, they start outsourcing. Ooh, let me go online. What's going on? Ooh, let's get the toxic group unite. Let's start doing spells on who this motherfucker. Feminine says new masculine is in love with divine feminine. Wow, and there they go. They're sore losers. Four of Wands. Boom, there they go. There it is, sore losers. Twin flames that have fallen, family members here, claiming that you were a sore loser, but then when you manifest new shit, who the sore loser? Bitch. See, I'm gonna talk real talk. Because see, ain't nobody no sore loser when you got people manipulating or sabotaging. That's not a sore loser. The sore losers are the ones that's following people around trying to create mishap. Because they can't win in any other way. Sore loser. It's a sore loser when you don't know how to manifest for yourself outside of sabotaging someone else. That's who the sore loser is. Tanya Harding is a sore loser because she couldn't accept the rules of the game properly. She could not be an integral skater. She couldn't handle the fact that somebody was better than her. She couldn't handle that sometimes we win some and we lose some. That's the natural flow of life. She couldn't handle that just because she, was a good skater, somebody could be a good skater as well. She couldn't handle and so she had to manufacture her win. And then if the person have something to say about the sabotage, then claiming they're a sore loser, you retarded. You retarded. People aren't sore losers when it's an issue of people have something to say about people tampering with their life, dear. I'm gonna need y'all to open a couple full books and read, bitch. If I have to spend my whole check on spells, suck, fuck, and sit and spin to trick a nigga, let me tell you something. I ain't won shit. And the other person ain't no sore loser. What I am is a whore that don't know how to win integral. Person ain't no sore loser. They just salty. Whore, please. If the nigga, let me tell you something. Stop going around talking about people salty. Nah, people lack integrity. If ain't nobody say nobody gotta be wanting nobody. Shit. Strap on a pair of nuts. Strap on a pair of big girl drawers. You don't want to be with somebody, have the adultness to deal with that with integrity. But the fact is, I think people be knowing that y'all will be okay. And they want to create some kind of a storyline of you being some kind of sore loser and obsessed. You could care less. But you don't have no respect or regard for people who, you know, are jelly toast weak back and will sit there and smile on in your face, bitch, while plotting. It's like, you're a weak hoe. Yes, you are. You're a weak hoe. Yes. You're a high school 50-year-old bitch. You're a high school 30-year-old bitch. Yes, you are. Because you're sitting here slithering your ass behind the scene and inboxing and DM, and then if you saw Divine Feminine, your ass would sit there. Hey, we just have these papers, bitch. Why don't you go to church, since that's what you claim to be? It seemed like you need to go on and go to church. You need to go get delivered. Ain't that your language? Go ahead. You need to go to church. You need to go to altar. You need to have a come to Jesus moment. You need to go on ahead and let them dip you in the water a few more times. You need to consecrate for 80 days and 80 nights, bitch. Fuck 40 days, bitch. Because it seemed like there's a disconnect for you. You need to go on ahead and get that baptism of the fire. Get the first one, bitch, and then the second version. You need to go on ahead and get the fire. You know, y'all talk about that. So you need to go on ahead and get the fire. You need to get the fire of the Holy Ghost. Go get the fire of the Holy Ghost, because if you did, oh, I'm clowning. I'm clowning good and plenty. Because these be the same people on the dumb shit. That's why I'm doing it. Wasn't you at church Sunday, bitch? Ain't your Facebook say talking about you a woman of God? His chosen favorite princess bride? Well, I see a disconnect. Because you slithering and snaking around her, but denying it. Oh, don't worry. We all have a story. This ain't what this is about, but that's more your vibe. Because you deny it. So saved. While I sign fraudulently this document. While I play with hospital documents because I know somebody in the medical field. Oh, honey. They're done. And I'm going to enjoy this. And so are you, collective. Okay, so let's get it. Let's get it. Sore losers. Something about a house. Let's get it from the tarot, this other aspect of the tarot, because this is tarot. I'm going to use this tarot and see if we get some similar energies coming out here. Ciao. feminine, you're determined, and your determination is infuriating to these people. And so this is why they keep scourging, outsourcing, you know what I'm saying, foraging for other toxic groups that they can. So they're going to do it in social media. They're going to, you know, in government. They're going to, whatever the fuck. Your friends, people you grew up with, they going to haters unite. They're going to use church. They're going to use spirituality. They're going to whatever. When they slither their way into workspaces, they're going to do that. I feel so sorry for all these companies, though. Wait for it. It's a slow burn. I told y'all the story of what ended up actually happening in a situation that I went through umpteen years ago. I told you. And it was a slow burn. That company from years and years and years and years and years ago, they didn't get an immediate karmic retribution. In fact, they had empty victories and successes for a period of time. Eventually, though, that company got hit hard financially. And I mean hard. They got hit hard. You can look, well, I didn't give y'all the name of the company. I'm like, if you were to look into it, you know. Nobody is getting away. It was always a plan to reject you. They were trying to provoke your rejection, abandonment wounds, your trauma. Right? And to steal opportunities from you. So that was always the plan here. Okay? These people would reach out in secret, like again with this Four of Wands, they could have been, it says sore loser. So again, they could be reaching out talking about, you know, they're just jealous, or, you know, the sore loser, they're just jealous because I have a house that I stole, or it ain't even mine, bitch, but this is my finagling little. Because that's the shit they own. That's the shit they own. But again, so they'll start DMing people, lying about why you blocked them, lying about why you stood up, basically reversing the story as if you did something to them. And trying to make it seem like the stuff that they manifested and manufactured on you was your spiritual demotion. This is why these hoes is getting chewed up. Because of how slick, how they try to make it seem like, and they know most people are ignorant. So they were doing shit to you then to make it seem like, oh, this because they left the path of the Lord. Bitch, please. Are you on the path of the Lord as you pop your pill addiction? As you swing down that pole of yours? As you throw back that Jack Daniels? As you fuck your friends and family members niggas? When you doing your weird rituals on people in secret, are you on the path of the Lord? Nigga, please. This is happening because they got off path. No, this is happening because of you all, and you're going to pay for it. Yeah, Two of Wands in the reverse. Yeah. Two of Swords in the reverse. Decisions were made, or they were trying to make sure, doing shit to you where you didn't have no other choice. But like I said, it was about choices. And so they started inboxing people like, they're the ones that chose, you know, they didn't give me no choice, or their decisions, you know, they went, you know, they got off the path of the Lord. And these hoes ain't ever, ever been on no kind of real nothing, bitch. The only thing they know how to do is go to church, bitch. If that. What they know how to do is put black Jesus on the wall with the black disciples and the dreadlocks. What they know how to do is go buy the biggest cross made in America to put around their neck and tat it on their body. What they know how to do is put the Lord's Supper and the footprints is same length of the wall in the living room, bitch. What they know how to do. While simultaneously dishing out drugs to their own people. I said it and I mean it. What they know how to do. Crazy, retarded ass. Get a big ass dictionary, abridged Bible, put on the coffee table, and then on Saturday night, go jump niggas for money. What they know how to do. Yeah, I'm going there. It's post on Facebook, Insta, TikTok, WikTok, and anything else. Talking about how saved they is. And then plotting and scheming to steal from someone. What they know how to do is preach and rally up a crowd and get people hype, and then go fuck somebody else's wife or husband 30 minutes later. What they know how to do. Oh, I'm hurt your feelings today. Somebody gonna say, well, Bloomy, don't you? We all got a story. Yes, we do. But you know what the difference between you all and these people? We ain't fake. See, these people would pay good money to keep their shit a secret. While simultaneously judging everybody else for doing the same shit that they're doing currently, bitch. Yeah, burn you at the stake. Yeah, sacrifice you. Look at these money hungry motherfuckers. King of Pentacles in reverse. Virgo's Taurus cat. 10 of Swords. There it is. Betrayer. Betrayed. This is somebody's skanky ass. Get his ass. I want all niggas and bitches. I want everybody. I want everybody. Ty sacrifice you, nigga. I'm gonna get your ass. Make sure you feel it. I'm gonna make sure you feel it. I'm gonna make sure you feel it. These people did not want you to have healthy masculine energy, divine feminine. They wanted you with a bunch of immature, empty, broke, materialistic, thieving niggas. Oh, shit. Yeah. Who this? Child. They didn't give y'all no choice. You know, yeah, the hoes. Who these hoes right here? Horn. Yeah. Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Well, they didn't have, you know, they're the ones that made the choice. You know, we didn't have anything to do with your lying whore, and you're going to pay for that. The audacity, 0%. Classy blood. I saw on TikTok. There's this guy, I be reposting this shit. He's hilarious to me. He be like 0%. He has this red shirt on his head like he a girl when he's playing these roles. He's like, and the audacity. Yeah, like you made these choices. Again, we got the twos. So that's how they do what they do, okay? To make something seem like it was about your choices that led to the misfortune. And this is why some of them got to, you know, suffer some of the things they got to suffer before they leave Earth plane. Because it's a double betrayal. It's, you know, you a hoe, bitch. You know you're a whore, nigga. You know you're lying. You know what you are, and you know what you did. And to go around trying to make it seem like the collective went through what they went through due to some poor decision making, we're gonna fuck you up. Compliments of lay universe. Compliments of lay ancestors. We're gonna fuck you up. The audacity, 0%. Like, you know what I'm saying? Classy block. And people stupid. They might be like, yeah, I can imagine from getting off Pepper Lord. What about the hoes ain't never on Pepper Lord? Pepper the Lord. Don't give me that shit. They fucking everybody around America as I speak. Don't give me that shit. And the ones that ain't is because they finna die. And they ain't got the energy to do it, and don't nobody want to touch it. Give me that shit. Path of the Lord. That's a crock of shit, because most of them, they live like hellions. Yet they had shit, so explain it. It's a crock of shit. Path of the Lord. They're the one that chose. No, there was no choice. We had people manufacturing shit unbeknownst to us. We know now, and we're going to have some fun with these latter years. We know now. Yeah, Ace of Cups. Yeah, you're claiming you all were mentally ill. The patient's reversed. You know, we love them. You know, they always have their hand out. Really? Do we? Really? 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 Kind of seem like the collective has spent majority of their lives trying to stay the fuck away from most of you. Really? 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 They're just frustrated about their love life and, because, here's this hoe. Here she is. Queen of Wands reverse. There the hoe. The hoe of tarot. The Tower. Yeah, they try to act like you were the hoe. You know what I'm saying? And people should let you go. That you didn't have anything solid to offer. That you were a distorted witch. You see what I'm saying? That's what these people did. Twisted the story. They twisted the story. Yeah, to slow you down. 10 of Wands. They could have tried to act like they were loyal to you. But again, this is what happened. This is what was being discussed behind your back with your lovers. They shouldn't have been doing any of that. They shouldn't have been discussing your love life, your sex life, your mental health. They shouldn't have been discussing anything behind your back. So collective, the fact that they were discussing all of these things behind your back with lovers, with people, that's a reveal to you of what you needed to know about all of these people. They act like you were a dark witch, you were the one doing crazy shit to people, that you were the one that was the hoe, and you were the one, like, yeah. You're just sad behind some lover, or you just lack self-love, or whatever. These things should not have been being discussed behind your back. And the people who sat there and listened to this shit and didn't have the balls to come to you and to talk to you about that, they deserve to be where these people are too. They could have acted like you didn't want to work, you didn't want to change, you make foolish decisions. Essentially, everything that's true of they hoe ass. Ain't nobody looking at why they so goddamn, why they always living somewhere every fucking year with they soul having it together ass. Why was they always, you see what I'm saying, with they goddamn hand? See, that's the shit that's fencing to come out. Because they illusion of stability and security. Them hoes ain't stable, they crazy. And whatever the fuck they got, I promise you, is on blood and theft. Promise. It's on some kind of betrayal, blood and theft. I don't care what the fuck, whether that is they took some hush money because somebody stole some insurance and I don't care what the fuck it is. It's on some foul shit. Whatever stability you think they fucking got. This is what they're telling these people. You know, and they won't change and they don't want to work. No, you want to steal, whore. And this tends to be a very interesting ride for all of you at a particular company. It's about to get good. This is the fun part. Meanwhile, collective gonna be floating on. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Look at this. You had to get people to let you go. They lied on you. They said that you didn't have anything to offer, that you were a liar, that you were the dark witch or warlock, that you were immature, that you were all the things that they are. The problem, collective, though, with this is still these people had no business entertaining that without coming to you. If people was reaching out to them, they should have had integrity. And I'm talking, I don't care if it was a landlord, a manager, a government official, I don't give a fuck who it was. If it was a neighbor, if it was a lover, they should have had integrity. They had no business discussing nothing. They could have been like you looking for a sugar daddy, or, you know what I'm saying, or some shit. That's what they whole ass do. That's how they got the surgeries they got now, bitch. That's how they got that ass they got, honey. That's how they got, yeah. That's how they got it. But the collective is looking for a sugar daddy. Yeah. They said that you all were just doing something for attention, codependent attention, didn't want to work, or something like that. Because you didn't have fulfillment, so you were doing something out of boredom or just attention. Once again, I have a King of Cups here. 8 of Cups in the reverse, Knight of Wands, 5 of Pentacles, Strength in reverse. Yeah. So they, for some of y'all, if there was somebody that was going to come back to you, this is the stuff that they pulled. This could also indicate somebody who was emotionally immature themselves, with the player energy next to it, that was always going back to baby mamas and hoes that's on their, you know, sexual Rolodex. Or somebody that was like a mother to them, or mothered them even if they were not their mother, but was kind of always like, they codependent and they just don't have nothing. They just out here seeking attention and, you know, negative and shit. Like, meanwhile, bypassing their whole hand, been there for 30 years, bitch. Give me, give me, give me. That's crazy. Yeah. And convincing people. So you all know what has happened here at this point, especially with feminine being determined over their coming out. So this reading and discussion is to highlight, if y'all haven't caught on yet, you do not do that. Okay? Even if something is questionable, there is an integral way of going about things. Okay? Because what these people do also is they do spells on people to play with your head, to play with your energy, to make you tired, to make you sick. They put shit on shit. They do all sorts of shit so they can then turn around and say, oh, this person is lazy. Oh, this person is fickle. Oh, this person is inept. Oh, this person is this. Oh, this person is that. That's like me, if I were to equate this physically, that's like me beating up somebody, literally. Because trauma, emotional trauma, affects the body the same way physical trauma does. Education, do your research. But that's like me beating someone else physically. Nobody don't know it or don't see it, right? And then the person is laying down or having a difficulty or moving more slowly, or, you know, because of it. And then me, being that I did it in secret, then me going around to everybody pointing at the person. They're lazy. You know, they're inept. They're weak. They need somebody to be power of attorney. That's what that kind of shit is. And that's insidious. And these is the bitches and niggas that's at church every Wednesday and Sunday. And these are the bitches and niggas that's saying Jesus in every 2 sentences. Talking about their relationship with the Lord. Talking about what they heard in their prayer closet. This is the real mental illness that has been long overlooked. The mental illness of abusers, especially abusers of the covert nature. Especially communal narcissists, religious narcissists, spiritual narcissists, people, sociopathic energy, because they care too much about their appearance, which is why it's hidden from the world. But the ignorance is why. It's ignorance. Because people will look on face value and go, well, yeah, surely that's it. You don't even know, nigga. You're lazy. They are moving slow. Yeah. Give me some time to get to work on you good and plenty. Planning your energy. Doing weird shit to you. Putting shit on your door and in your food and shit. Let me do some shit to your ass. Slumlords putting shit in the water and the air and the vents and fucking let me do some shit to your whole ass. You and your kids, good and plenty. And let me see how you're gonna be bouncing off the walls. Let me see how together you're going to be. You're going to be walking outside with a towel on your head. Chances are you be dead because you can't fucking handle it. Yeah, Ten of Swords, betraying you. By your own family. Betrayal by your own family. Taurus, family of mental patients. Knight of Swords, Judgment in the reverse. They projected their mental illness. Talking about the power of Christ compels you. The power of Christ compels you. Crazy nut. Oh, they're possessed. No, you're possessed because you are a sicko abuser in secret and then you go sing the hallelujah chorus like an angel. You're possessed. You're a thief. You're a whore. The power of Christ compels you. Look at this shit right here. Child, they getting karma for it. And they try to make it seem like you're getting some kind of karma. I'm going to say this again. I got to school humans. Dear, me deciding to be mad at somebody and then I go and take something from them. That's me going to take something. Because I'm mad at the person. That's what that is. That's what that's called. I don't like somebody, and as a result of me not liking somebody, just on the merit of the fact that I don't like them, whatever the Lulu reason, whatever the case, and I then decide that I am going to go and steal their bicycle because I am mad at them and I don't like them. So I'm gonna go and I'm gonna pay my friend to go into their backyard and take their bike. I'm just throwing that out there. Well, in that case, that's me taking my own fake karmic justice in my own hands. Because if it's based on bullshit, ego, and illusion, then that's not karmic justice. In fact, what I did was just stack up some more shit. That ain't the Lord. Them getting their bike is me deciding to go take their bike, bitch. Likewise, collective, that's what this was. This wasn't karma or the Lord, for those who like to use that. This was a bunch of weirdo narcissists deciding to play God. That's exactly what the fuck this has been. But then to go to church, acting like this was some kind of judgment of God. Now, the reality is the judgment of the universe and your ancestors is on them now. First and foremost, for exploiting human limitations, religion, and spirituality, and twisting it to imply that what someone was suffering and going through that they know full well they had a hand in was some kind of karmic justice or was some kind of a judgment of the Lord. They finna feel some judgment of the Lord, all right. Judgment of the Lord for you to troll and stalk somebody around the Americas to get information to do shit. That's what you call the judgment of the Lord. You nosy hoe ass. Old dusty bitch. Oh, that's the judgment of the Lord, you dusty whore. You dusty nigga. You nosing around, trolling around people, paying retards, crackheads for a Walmart gift card to do fucked up shit. That's the judgment of the Lord, infiltrating into people's workspaces, dealing with the retards there. You finna feel the judgment of the Lord, all right? The judgment of the Lord. Okay. Judge this. Bankruptcy. Judge this. Humiliation. Public. Forever. Judge this. It's finna to be your turn. There's the past. Towers. 6 of Cups. Childhood. Attacking inner child. 3 of Cups reverse. 8 of Pentacles reverse. Emperor. Empress. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. So essentially, let's fast forward. I'm going to get a different deck. And let's see. Boom, bitch. Huh? Now, let's see the karma that these people are getting, okay, that was bullying these masculines. Because it says, if you leave or you tell divine feminine anything, we will expose your secret. They're cowards, masculine. I hope you, masculines around the world, that applies to, okay? Specifically, if this applies to you. Let me help you. These hoes are cowards. And they are nunches. They're acolytes, bitch. They're emasculated niggas. They're cowards. And they're sociopaths. So let me help you. They have no desire or interest in telling Divine Feminine anything. They are scared of her. They have no interest and desire of telling Divine Feminine anything. I promise you, they're scared of her. And even more than they are scared of her, they're scared of the world knowing the truth about them. So to expose you exposes them. There's no other way. Even if they tried it in a slick way, and feminine's too smart for that. If they tried it in some kind of slick, around the corner, cuff, flippy, uppy, down, Divine Feminine's too smart. Them exposing you exposes them. Because see, remember, they're not supposed to have no knowledge of any of this. That's the persona. They're not supposed to be in the know of anything pertaining to Divine Feminine, because they're supposed to not be paying attention to Divine Feminine and have no so-called knowledge about anything to do with. So them going to her would expose them. They ain't gonna do that, homie. Okay, I'm gonna let you know right now, they're not doing that. No, they're not. They lying. They're not gonna do that. No, they ain't. Sociopaths would rather die. And I mean that. They would rather die a physical death than to have the world actually know. That's their plan. Most of them hope to be dead and gone before their exposure, because they can't handle it. But some of them aren't gonna, some of them, it's gonna be on their deathbeds that the truth comes out, and it's gonna be in order to make sure that they know, nigga. It's gonna be only death. Like, nigga, I said you ain't escaping. You gonna know before you close your eyes for the last time in the earth realm. You gonna know that the world sees you for exactly what you are. And then you get to go night-night. And then there's gonna be some energies waiting for you. Compliments of the universe on behalf of Divine Feminine and her children. Now, Three of Pentacles. So they're caught in a web of something. It's exposed. I'm asking, what kind of karma are they getting? Ooh, whatever this web was, whatever they did, crazy weirdo motherfuckers. There she is. What's happening? Oh, Ace of Swords is coming in reverse. Uh-oh. The lies. Uh-oh. What happened? Two of Cups is coming in the reverse, child. It's coming out that they were lying about a relationship in a workspace. They were lying about some knowledge or something. They lied on you. I have the Emperor here. Ooh, child, an authority figure, a leader could be getting it. Nine of Wands reverse, because they refused to put something to an end. Okay, they refused to see something here. They lied or was lied to about somebody's relationships in the workspace. I told y'all, this is coming. We got Aries here. What's happening? Why is the Emperor here? Somebody's family. I told you. I told you. 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups and the 6 of Swords in the reverse. I told you. I told you. Told you. What somebody did to get attention and to win at all costs. Somebody was lying about something here, or how they got something, or dealing with somebody's family. Somebody was saying that you all were just trying to get some kind of attention. At where 8 of Pentacles, yeah, they like, oh, what's happening? It's chaos. Why is 6 of Swords in the reverse? Somebody's having chaos in their family now. Don't be stupid. Don't be stupid. Get your ego in check. Don't be stupid. You don't want on that fuck shit. Call somebody crazy because you don't want to own up to the fact that you a nut. Sitting here stalking people. Harassing people on the phone and shit. Justice. Yeah, I told you, they ooh. Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. I told you. There's the karma. That shit is popping back. 9 of Swords. Why is Wheel of Fortune coming in reverse for these people that was talking behind Divine Feminine's back, was evading her privacy, was inboxing her man and her bosses and just her life, her and her children, and doing shit and trying to make it seem like they crazy and just stressed and whatever the fuck. What's happening to these niggas and bitches? Why is Wheel of Fortune in reverse? What's happening to these scallywags, these skankatrons, these misfits? Fortune, I should call, fuck that, I'm gonna change that. Because they fit. They fit into the dysfunctionality of society. Fortune in the reverse, they fit. They fit the program of fuckery. Fortune in reverse, they fit. Yep. Hermit. They're going through the dark night of the soul. They can be being ghosted. They could be being cut off. They could be being put in isolation, and they could also be being under investigation. Page of Swords. Under investigation for being a fucking weirdo ass stalker bitch. These could be blondes. Doesn't have to be. They can dye their hair blonde or bleach their hair. They can be Caucasian. Don't have to be. Okay? Stalker bitch. For being a weirdo stalker bitch. So somebody could have ghosted the blonde for causing the burdens that they have caused, okay? It could be somebody younger than you, Divine Feminine. Doesn't have to be. They're definitely being watched and under investigation. They may be being put like on a timeout. Or maybe they're on vacation. And while they're on vacation, they're being investigated. Right? Because somebody can go on vacation. Oh, I'm going to use my PTO. You know, whoopty-woo, whoopty-woo. Yep. 3 of Pentacles. They could be under scrutiny. So like, even if they're not, right now they might be under scrutiny and they don't know that they're under scrutiny, kind of thing. With the Hermit and the Page of Swords, they don't know. This is hidden. And it could be because too many things, at some point, you got to start looking at shit. It could be because too many things keep happening under somebody's watch, and it can't be that it's everybody else that's crazy all the time. Too many things keep happening. Once you go over here, people start leaving, problems start happening, weird shit, you know, people, something is wrong here. How many times we gonna blame everybody else? How many times we gonna say it's this person is tripping, this person is stressed, this person is, but it's happening more prominent every time a fucker go to that group. What's up with that? Yeah, we like to put our head in the sand because it's inconvenient. We ain't got no replacement. So it's just easier to tell people to put up with shit or pretend like it ain't happening. Eight of Cups in the reverse. Yep. Okay, so when they come back, they, like I said, they may be on vacation, or maybe they went on vacation and it's fixing to come back and they're under investigation. They're being watched. Oh, and they stressing out. Page of Swords. What's happening with these energies that's getting karma here for this shit? What's happening with these energies? Page of Swords. What's happening to them? What's happening to them? Knight of Wands in the reverse. They could either be sick or sad or losing their creativity, running out of ideas. People could be maybe no longer wanting to really fuck with them, or something could be slowing down for them because, yeah, Two of Swords in reverse. People are seeing them clearly. They can't dominate somebody, or their confusion spells, or their domination, or their bindings. Something is not working. Yeah. Queen of Cups in the reverse. They're having a bitch fit right now. Their emotions are all over the place. People are seeing them as manipulative and unloving and cunning. They're getting a message from people like something is wrong with you with the Knight of Cups. This could be a man that's younger than them. Okay. Yeah, they're not, this is a karmic feminine. Volatile, moody, moody. It's fitting, isn't it? Tantruming. It fit this person perfectly. Chariot. The Tower in the reverse. Because of what she did to save her own ass, to hold on to a faulty foundation. Whether it was to hold on to a man, a relationship, even just the illusion that because this person could have been bad at their job. I'm gonna have to do another reading. Because in the business sense, because this is business, this is family, lovers, this is everything. In the business sense, this could have been a person that finagled their way up. Right? Smooth talker. They could have finagled their way up by their associations, by spell work. And once they got to a certain level, maybe they were not really good at that. And so it's, instead of just owning the fact that you're not ready for this, or you're not really good, you don't really know what you're doing, or even owning up to their immaturity. Because a leader, if you are being elevated to higher positions, then there's a level of responsibility that comes with that. Not just technical skills, and not just ass kissing skills, and not just talking skills. Maturation in a sense of you don't let your personal life influence how you're going to show up and treat people. You're not going to be playing childish games. You're going to hold yourself to accountability. Hey, I know this person, so-and-so. I just want to be accountable to that. I may be biased. I'm compromised. And to be fair, this is to be fair to this person, because they don't know that I know. They don't know that I'm fucking with. And so I may want to be a little bit extra critical, or just making excuses to be in there. See, that's a leader. You're not going to sabotage and pretend like you don't sabotage and then turn around and make it seem like that person is unstable. and unhinged. You don't do that, not as an integral leader. An integral leader takes responsibility. They do not throw their subordinates under the bus, because otherwise it's going to reveal that they're a petty bitch. Otherwise it's going to reveal that they're mentally ill and that they don't know what the fuck they're doing. Otherwise it's going to reveal that they're fucking with that subordinate's ex-man. And then go to the head company like they don't know what the fuck is happening. That's not what an integral leader does. Yeah, you know, I'm really concerned for myself, because as I was doing my standard obsession with my standard reviewing, I heard them say this on the phone, and oh my God, I think an integral leader don't do that. Hell, an integral leader wouldn't even put themselves in the position. They wouldn't be playing these types of games to begin with. That's why some people ain't got no business having certain positions in power, period. Because they take that and they allow themselves to use these things for their own shit. Once again, this is what mental illness is. Understand? It's called mental and emotional harassment and abuse in a covert fashion. And then when a person responds to defend, then making it seem like they're unhinged. There's karma to pay for that. What's happening? There's karma to pay. Yeah, they mad too. It's coming in fast, quick, in a hurry. I got Knight of Swords, hit the flow. It's hitting the flow. It's hitting the fan, nigga. Because again, collective people try to provoke you. They provoked you. They harassed you, acting like they didn't, so that you can look unhinged to the ignorant, arrogant pricks. People who too busy and too narrow. They don't know shit. You know what I'm saying? Except for the shit you know what I'm saying? They don't know. To make it seem like you're just angry and unhinged. There's a penalty for that. Especially since you called it. Because I know if y'all ain't think like me, you calling it. You said, no, I require all hellions and niggas and bitches to get what they prospectively deserve. And I'm going to push it until it is done. If they're innocent, you all are smart enough to infuse, hey, this is not meant for the innocent. If they're innocent, please allow alchemy, transmutation instantly. But to the guilty, full throttle, baby. Full throttle. If they're guilty, whoop their ass. One way or the other. Because this is playing with life. Again, this is playing God on some, I'm an egomaniac. Y'all have people calling and being crazy and shit. Some of them was your exes. And some of they retarded hoes. And friends and family members. And all of them gonna get their ass whooped. It ain't funny no more, huh? It ain't funny no more. Yeah, 7 of Wands. So their karma is they're being attacked. They're having to stand up and defend. They are having to account. They're angry right now. They could be even lying, trying to say, you know, or what they did to try to get themselves out of something. People are no longer stuck in the head about the fact that this person was doing shit, or these people were doing shit to you all that caused you to stand up. You might be a siren. It looks like this is a mermaid, or I don't know what the fuck it is. Okay, because you could have stood up and said, pause, freeze frame, I will fuck you. Some of y'all could have been like, look, you could have had to keep your composure the best you could, at the same time of making sure you made something understood. I will curse your family into oblivion. Okay, don't come in here playing in my energy, speaking your curses in my ear, thinking that I'm gonna let you and yours off scot-free, because it's not gonna happen. You do not intrude my world, my space, and what I'm doing when I'm trying to be a professional and I'm trying to do what I'm hired to do, when I'm focused on other things. You don't sneak your little snaky, little weak back, cowardly, weak, whole nigga bitch ass in my energy and think I'm gonna let you off scot-free. I'm going to try to keep my composure the best I can, but if I have to, I'm a pause because I am a professional. I'm going to pause so that my customer does not have to hear what I'm finna tell your whole ass. Take your ass to the doctor before you destroy your family. For some of you, it's already too late. You sealed it on being a thirsty bitch. You sealed it. On being a lowlife, working with distorted witches. You sealed it. You sealed it. You sealed it. For trying to turn people against the collective, you sealed your fate, baby. You sealed your fate. They pissed, collective. Look at this. They pissed. 7 of Pentacles. Oh, shit, they pissed. In the reverse. What the fuck? 3 of Swords. Yeah, they're feeling heartbroken right now. 3 of Swords. Betrayed. Heartbroken. Queen of Wands. They may feel betrayed by you, or the Queen of Wands betrayed them. Child. Oh, shit. Justice. This might be Divine Feminine as a warrior. Yeah, because this spell work. The Conjurer. I gotta get going. Why is the Queen of Wands here following that 3 of Swords? Because we're talking about these people's karma. So why the Queen of Wands is here with the 3 of Swords? See the blood on that knife? And the bird here represents communication. And then the rose here. Again, we have the blonde. I don't know if it's the same blonde, but no, it looks like a different blonde. There's a red hair, there's the blonde. And then this looks like a man. This was foolish. Why the Queen of Wands in the upright? Because the Queen of Cups is in the reverse. Again, that's the same blonde. Looks like the same one as this one. This person could have been this way since they were young. They could have major trauma, emotional. I don't care if they have their parents, some kind of emotional, something right, since they were a child, which turned them into the Queen of Cups, the reversed. They could have been weirdo stalkers since young. been this way for a very long time, at least since they were a teenager. Okay? Yeah, because they're emotionally unhinged. They don't know how to self-love and because the Queen of Cups reversed do not have healthy self-love. And a tantrum. I am a white woman. White chicks with the wings. She's gonna have a bitch fit. She's about to have, yeah, that kind of energy. I am a white woman. White privilege. To be people that's spoiled, but underdeveloped. And it's because, yeah. Ooh, Eight of Wands is in the reversed. Five of Swords. They feeling defeated. Or what they did to win at all costs, they regret it now. They're sad because something is over, a cycle closed out. They could have lost a lover as a result. I have the World and the Lovers in the reverse. They lost a lover. For you, some of you feminine, it is a lover. Okay? It's pertaining to a lover. Past lover. Okay? Others of you, whoever the hoes is, nigga, shit. They're all this and still to end up losing. So all of this lying, all of this, you know, I'm going to use my work and position of power to prove to all of this only to still end up having them possibly cheat on them, ghost them, go somewhere else, and they may be in trouble with their job. And they may end up, you know what I'm saying? The Star. You all are the Star. And it was foolish to try to stop your dreams or stop you from being seen and attention because they can't end you. This only served to perpetuate you forward. Yeah, you're not confused. All this did was remove confusion for you. It helped you to remove blockages. It helped you to focus on your dreams and to realize you're the Queen of Wands and a high vibration, nigga, like warrior, bitch. I will fuck your life. I will fuck you and I will look pretty damn sexy doing it, nigga. Shit, I'm finna go get me a new wig. And it's finna be on, bitch. Right? Yeah, they're the judgment for trying to stop your dreams. For basically for trying to dim your light. Because that's what these hoes has been doing. Defamation of character. King of Swords in the reverse. Good God. There's the narc energy. There it is. There's the corruption. Yeah, see, this was dumb. So their business is being affected, their investments, their hopes and goals and dreams and aspirations, their fulfillment, and they're being exposed of what they were willing to do in order to get it. Two of Pentacles. And you all are gaining balance and you're rebuilding something here. You're building your business with the Star, Queen of Wands, Knight of Pentacles. Y'all that motherfucker. You used your sadness. Whatever these people try to create to make you sad or to regret what you do for your business because you're the Star here. These people stalking you. So they want to create endings and sadness for you, but you use it as fuel. That's the part, that's the secret sauce. I think these people, it's not registering for them that it's the secret sauce. You are made for this. You have been doing this for a long time. What have you been doing? Alchemy. So starting with your mammy, your daddy, the caretakers, your handlers, starting from the very beginning. What you've been doing is alchemy, and you've learned over the years how to even perfect it as you started healing. So when people betray you, it pisses off your ancestors and spirit guides, but it also ignites you. Unfortunately, I hate to say it, but it ignites you into alchemy. And they still are not. This is funny to me. I'm like, after 4 years, these skanks is still not understanding, bitch. That every time you go find another toxic ass group to do something stupid, every time you find another degenerate on TikTok, every time you find another conjurman, every time you find another corrupt policeman, corrupt government official, corrupt landlord, corrupt manager, corrupt lover, corrupt neighbor, corrupt boss, corrupt coworker, it only serves our independence. Our creativity, our business, and we are held in high honor for it. 6 of Wands. By the universe, and by taking the opportunity to move forward in life with the Chariot and the 8 of Pentacles to master shit. The head games that they play with us with this spell work right here, we channel the energy and put it in our hands. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much for the free energy. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. You wanted to be in my head. Now I'm about to fuck you up. Ah, welcome to my world. You like to use blades and shit. You like little torture experiments and shit, bitch. And the bitch's crown chakra, huh? And the bitch's brain, bitch. How your brain feeling today? How your crown chakra feeling, nigga? How I feel? Is it feeling good? You turned it into purpose. The spell work, you said very well. Since they were focused on fucking with me, I'm focused on my destiny. Boom, bitch. I got that bow and arrow. I'm going to use it. This hidden dishonor, this theft, this pettiness, this manipulation, I'm going to use that for alchemy. You could be reading something here, turning back time. I see the clock here. You could be actually doing something with energy. Time travel. Your higher self working with you. Ancestors could be giving you with that skull. Shit. These people should have put your head down. So they should have decided, bitch, we don't want to touch, put that down, bitch. Fuck that. Put that down. We don't want nothing to do with her skull, please, or her Orishas, bitch. We are not fenced to get our ass kicked today, bitch. Should just left this shit alone. Yeah, you're in a positive. You still keep getting out of the shit. You're having an abundance mindset. 5 of Pentacles reversed. You worked on getting yourself into a good positive mind space. There you are, feminine. Boom, nigga. There you are. It's like, fuck it, shit. And I'm finna just work on this because these people are hell-bent on trying to steal my victory and my successes and shit. I'm finna just go ahead and send them entities that they like to play with. That they sent for my son and me to take our life force energy, our chi. You see where he's sitting? You see where he's sitting? Huh? Lower chakras. See where they're sitting, right? Very well. It's coming in reverse. Meaning, I think I'm going to get in a positive mindset, work on my energy, which is not conducive for these entities. But I'm also going to command, because see, they actually work for me. So now, I have my feet in both worlds. I'm gonna go ahead and send them things back to these motherfuckers. You like to do shit for money, huh? Anything to not be cut out and left out, and anything except for heal and be an upright motherfucker. Because that's the one thing these suckers can't fucking do. And this is frustrating the hell out of them. Oh, it's frustrating them. Some of you, you have a King of Wands. If you're a healthy, divine, feminine Queen of Wands here, you have a King of Wands in your energy that see you as just as, he fine, bitch, and you fine as shit. Of your past. For some of you, it's of your past. Others of you, it's not, because the Six of Cups is in the reverse. Others of you, this is a new person. They may have known of you or something to do with childhood or this person. What is this? Oh, this is gonna piss these people off. This just serves to help y'all to heal the masculine and the feminine energy within yourself. It helped. Ooh, good luck with a high vibration, going up against the high vibrational King of Wands, Queen of Wands energy. Good luck. Because those people are courageous. They're feisty, they're fiery, they have a sense of purpose and direction and a high vibrational sense, and they fine, bitch. They full of life and shit, good luck. They're advocates. Also, these are the people that are usually advocates for the for people who can't speak for themselves. These are usually the advocates, the true philanthropists, because they are the justice people. They're the people that's got a passion for justice, okay? For the disabled, for people who, you know, I call it oracally compromised due to abuse and all of those things, which it takes some time for you to be able to rebuild your etheric body, your auric field after having it compromised. And that's what the lowlifes take advantage of. And these two energies know it. They know that. And if it's you, divine feminine, all wrapped up in one, that means you are both in your feminine and masculine. So you know how to go in, but you know how to take divinely guided action as a masculine in the name of justice. In the name of justice. And you're manifesting possibly a masculine. Yeah. Yep. You see it all. Seven of Swords is in the reverse. So these people are getting karma for what they have been doing, sneaking and doing and stealing in order to hold on to some faulty foundation, in order to save themselves. So they're getting some kind of karma. You are overting towers and getting wish fulfillment anyway. Nine of Cups. And in this depiction, there's two people. A Nine of Cups usually have one person in traditional tarot and most tarot decks, because it's really about individual wish fulfillment and individual happiness. But in this depiction, there's two. And it looks like there's a man that's making sure this feminine is satisfied. Shit, nigga. That he's embracing her. He's holding her womb. Well, he's got one hand under, like, by her solar, and then he's got under her breast, and then he's got the other hand on her womb. This is her hand, and her hand is on top of his hand. So they're doing some kind of alchemy here together, bitch. Right? And he's also empowering her. He's going to rib cage. He's going to strengthen her. He's going to support her. You see how she's leaning? She's going to feel safe, bitch. Huh? Huh? Oh, shit. And look, we ain't just talking about, I just saw 12, 12. And we ain't just talking about just the sex stuff, but it's just, he's got her. He is covering her. He's holding her. He is co-creating with her. He wants her to feel comfortable, to feel like she can enjoy herself, and she's not gonna, her world ain't gonna fall the moment that she let herself lean in or relax, because she ain't gotta constantly have her swords, nigga. She ain't gotta she ain't gotta be in the fucking constant kung fu mode and shit, because she's operating out of both masculine and feminine all the time. She's gonna find it, and she's gonna be very pleased here. Because you all were dealing with selfish motherfuckers that was constantly trying to steal that and get wish fulfillments off of you. Okay? So, yeah, illusion. You faced your fears. They have to face their worst fears, and the illusions and the secrets are coming out. What is their worst fear with the moon? Switch. What is their worst fear with the moon? The moon in the reverse. These people's worst fears. Why is it coming out? And why is it in the reverse? What is their worst fears? Okay, the Emperor. The worst fear is y'all stepping into your authority. Or they're scared of leadership. Oh, some kind of tower. What the hell? They're scared of what the Emperor gonna do? Why is the Emperor coming out? What is the worst fears of these? Eight of Wands in the reverse. Travel, messages, cutting off communication, cutting off investments. Seven of Pentacles. Investments. They're afraid of their investments. Something to do with their investments. The Devil. Nine of Swords. Going into the reverse. They're afraid of you all healing. They're afraid of somebody standing up. They're afraid, somebody could be afraid of travel, communication, also afraid of loss of work. So somebody may be happening to face that Three of Pentacles in the reverse. They might lose their jobs, or there may be some kind of significant reduction, or the worst fear is they can't interfere, or people not going to be willing to work with them anymore. What is this worst fear that they're happening to deal with? This moon in the reverse. They're happening. Maybe people will see that they're bad news. Page of Wands in the reverse, that they're immature, they're bad news. That offering them something was premature, that they... This is the Queen of Wands reverse. This could be the whole tarot. Now it's in reverse. That the Emperor is done with them, or that they're going to get in trouble by an authority figure. Realizing that they're bad news. Realizing that it was premature to either give them a job or give them a position of authority. Yeah, because of being found out. Seven of Swords in the reverse. They're afraid that the Emperor, if this is an authority figure, they're afraid that this authority figure is going to find out about what they've been doing with the internet. About what they've been getting rid of, hiding, to cover for themselves here. To hide what they were doing on the internet, their pettiness, their immaturity. Page of Wands in the reverse. With the Seven of Swords in the reverse. That's exposure again. They could have also been stealing from this company. If this is to do with business, they could have been stealing. I don't know how, but they, maybe they were not working when they said they were working. Maybe they had people cover up for it. When you get in a position of authority and power, and you don't have to be on them phones 24/7, it's kind of hard to know. They're afraid of this exposure. I told you, this fight. Five of Wands, this conflict that they're about to be in. Because they're exposed here. Two of Cups in the reverse. This is a loss of friendships, a loss of partnerships. People seeing them as fake and retracting offers. Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. Losing love, losing friends, losing money, being seen as bad news. You know, travel restrictions, people cutting them off, blocking them. King of Wands now. They think the King of Wands is going to expose them. Whether this is you, feminine or not. Now I have y'all in the upright again. Yeah, so the Queen of Wands reverse version is afraid that the King of Wands upright is going to expose the moon. Sun, moon. They're also afraid of that illumination because this is also somebody coming into clarity about who they are. So they got to face it. Yeah, and they're sad about it. Yep. They're going to let something go, that this person's going to let them go, or they're going to lose what they were trying to hold on to. If it was about a man or whatever it is, that's going to cause them to have to let go or lose something anyway and go to jail. Five of Cups, Hangman. They may go to jail or just be stuck in life, left on red. And that they're going to lose their home, their stability. But you know what? People should have thought about it. That's why I don't have anything to say here. You know, it's fun and games when we're high off of power, isn't it? It's fun, it's cute, it's exhilarating when we feel like we want something in a shitty and dirty and skanky trying way. Until it's not fun. Until it gets real and comes home. Till it gets real where it's like, and you can actually end up suffering some severe consequences for this that you're not going to be able to come back from. Now your livelihood might be affected, your stability, your household, all because you were a sprung bitch. Or a sprung nigga. Or both. All because you were working with somebody's weirdo, religious, zealot, nut, dark witch, and hut relative. All because your little ego was bruised and triggered by somebody else's beauty and somebody else's confidence and somebody else's individuality. Because you're inept. The real truth is your ineptness is hidden behind other people. You're hitchhiking. You're piggybacking off of someone else's skill, truth. You're inept. And this person, the collective, was the sore trigger to make you remember that. Why everybody else is too damn scared and ass kissery. See, that's the way of the world, and people be scared to lose their little jobs, you know, and I understand that. But there's some people in this world that's just not. They not, nigga. They not. Not if they stand on business. Not if they in the right. No, they not. Because you don't get change in anything as long as you continue appeasing bullshit. All that creates is more stagnation and more failure to address things. The more we put up shit, the more they'll fail to deal with the shit that needs to be dealt with. old school days, it used to be, you know, strikes and shit. People, I don't think, are doing that anymore. But because essentially it's kind of when people feel like they have the leverage and upper hand, you need your job, ain't nobody gonna do. This is why they do what they do. Until enough people start saying fuck that and fuck you. Oh, you we can get another you, yeah, and good luck with how that's, because ain't no another me. Good luck with taking 3 months of somebody who don't really want to be here, that's gonna pussyfoot, pop gum, and file their fingernails. Good luck sifting through people who just want that week worth of training check. No good and damn well they don't know how to do this shit. Or even want to. Good luck. Good luck. Okay, so anywho, that's that. I was here for a very long time today. Child, like I said, I didn't forget about the other reading that I was supposed to do. I believe that I was guided to hold off on it because, again, these unions that are being manifested and come together, it's like that movie, what's it called? Snow White, The Huntsman, some shit. Charlize Theron is in it. Not Emily Blunt. Charlize Theron. Yeah, Emily Blunt, I think. Emily. And then the Thor dude. It was made in 2016 or something like that. Man, that shit was crazy. They took them through an obstacle course, I tell you what. And it was a lot of tricks and a lot of illusions that, oh my God, it was insane. And y'all gotta watch that movie. And it kind of tricked both of them. Because they were some badass warriors. And the people knew, it's like, you finna die, nigga. All of us, we're dying today, okay? The only way we ain't dying is if we do this. We gotta work with this crazy ice witch bitch that's pissed off because of her the nigga, y'all gotta watch that show. They were some warriors. They were trained by the crazy whore. One of the crazy whores. Okay. But they were forbidden from love. That was the one rule. Right? And they wanted to be together. And so they created all these problems. They made it seem like she was dead to him. They made it seem like he had just left her to her. And then some years and years and years that went by. And then he was pissed. And then he broke out. And then he went on some kind of hunt. And she some kind of way found him or popped up and whooped his ass. And then he explained... He explained to her what was happening, and they came into the knowledge towards the end of the truth about what the fuck happened. So some of us are manifesting these kinds of connections, even if we don't know each other, is that we have energies that have been working hard to make sure that we don't get in alignment with divine counterparts. That's what it's about. Because that's power. And they know it.